Okay, I don't.
Everything's weird. Ready? Y'all ready to get started?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The Texas flag.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Let us pray. Lord, we humbly come before you, lift up the leaders of this county to do the best job we can for the taxpayers of this county. Install truth and justice in all of us, and let us protect our first responders, and please protect them and our military. Amen.
Thank you. Anybody need an agenda? Anyone else need an agenda?
I got one.
Okay, anybody have any questions on the bills?
I didn't have any this one.
Make the motion to pay the bills.
Okay,
I'll second it.
okay, we have a motion and second to pay the bills. Any further discussion? All in favor? Okay, and Kathy, do you have payroll?
Okay.
I know you emailed it to us.
Yeah, I did. I sent y'all the payroll for the one for today, February the 28th. And the total on the payroll was $847,573.97. Did y'all all get that?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. That's it.
Have a motion.
Second.
Motion and second. Any further discussion? All in favor? Any additions or corrections to our previous commissioners court?
No corrections or additions to the regular meeting of February 14th, 2022.
Thank you. Any public comments?
So far away from me now.
I know.
I have to get it after the.
All right, item 7, consider, discuss, approve any and all items necessary or pertaining to the county jail.
Don't have anything that needs approval. I've got 45 inmates today, 6 females and 39 males.
He said he had a water leak. over
Yeah.
somewhere.
He did say,
It's just a small one.
He was going to pick up the parts. at
Yeah.
Ace Hardware.
good.
That's almost something that we're, minor things like that are a daily thing though.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, certainly a Monday thing.
Yes.
All right, item 8, consider, discuss, approve any and all items necessary or pertaining to the county courthouse.
The handicap lift, we could not find any parts for, and it's got to be replaced. As we discussed, also the north doors being left unlocked until we get it replaced. That's all the judge about, but so it'll stay unlocked with the south door until this is fixed.
Okay.
And I also want to talk about the courthouse elevator, which we had trouble with it here recently. It wasn't a major thing, but I got to looking into that, and that elevator is obsolete. And there was an evaluation done of this in 2020. And it was recommended to the county then that it be updated and replaced. And you can't get parts for it. So if it breaks, it's down. There's no, like all the electrical contacts and stuff, they're not available. So if any of them go out, it's out of service.
How long ago did we put that elevator in?
I don't know. It's the elevator's an ESCO. They thought it was a DMC, but it's not. It's an ESCO, and nobody really knows the date. It's been a long time. But the evaluation back then that they did, one company did in 2020 was there is no parts available. It can't be fixed. I mean, there's nothing, no way to get anything for it. Like in the control box down in the basement, it's a big control box, a lot of electric contacts and stuff. They're not available. So I was wanting to look into it and maybe get some bids on it and see what it would cost to update it. I did talk to one company about what it involves to update it. It involves replacing the hydraulic system, the door openers, the electrical panels, the push buttons, all the safety stuff. And it's pretty expensive. But to update it and leave the car there, back then they was estimating 85, 90,000, but I don't know now. And they didn't get bids on it then. That was just an estimate.
Are we, because this is a historical location, are we allowed to like put a new box in? Or does it have to be that old box?
I don't,
Like the buttons in the car.
No, the car, does it?
the car,
No, it stays.
Oh.
The car itself will stay. It's just the.
Upgrading the inside.
Make it move,
Oh.
make it go, and, everything that makes it do its thing.
Yeah.
And like the door closers and stuff, they're on top of the car, you can't see any of that.
Oh, okay.
So as far as the historical part, it still will look like it does.
Yeah.
If we.
I mean,
replace-
that's not probably part of the historical designation anyway, because I doubt it was here when.
When the cow-
courthouse.
I was some guy back there.
Yeah.
I wish that guy would ate that extra cheeseburger.
I think also if you got into replacing the car, it would be a major ordeal because you'd have to upgrade it bigger.
Yeah,
Because current standard is you got to go into the wheelchair, be able to turn around and whatever.
yeah.
But we're not replacing the car. We're just replacing the operation.
Yeah.
As far as historical stuff, most of the time it's the outside,
Oh,
and then you can do what you have to do on the inside, like you don't have to leave carpet here for the,
oh, okay.
forever.
Forever.
Do what you want, a lot of things like that.
If everybody's okay with that, I'd like to look into it and maybe get some bids on it and see how
Sure.
involved we're getting. Because
I think we're at that point.
if it goes down, it's down.
Yeah.
But even ordering,
What was wrong with it when it went down?
when it was down the other day, all it was always land on the door when the door closes.
Oh,
And every time it would close and pull it tight, it would tip the door just a teeny bit and set the sensor off, and it wouldn't. You couldn't call the elevator. Thinks the door's open.
Hmm.
So
that's why I don't take the elevator.
But they also said, even if we ordered this update, you're looking at probably 8, 10 months out.
Oh, man.
So if it goes down, you're 8 to 10 months to have an elevator too.
Right, and we don't need that. Okay, so you're gonna look into that.
I'll look into it.
Okay. Okay, anything else on the courthouse? Anybody knows? All right. Item 9 is to consider and or approve the Affordable Care Reporting Renewal with TAC. Do you have anything on that, Kathy?
This is just our.
I sent everybody the
Okay,
info.
you did.
Mhm.
Now, this is just our yearly. I'm sure those of you that have insurance, you noticed you got that 1095 in the mail.
Mhm.
Did you get okay. And that's just, you don't have to have that for your income tax, but it just shows you that you had insurance for all year, so many months or whatever, and it's just required. Well, we don't produce those out of my office. TAC, who handles our insurance, does. And so we just have to renew with them every year if we want to keep them doing it. They do not charge us to do it. It says on the form that that fee is waived.
Okay.
So yeah, this is just has to be filled out and completed.
I don't have the insurance, but I'll make a motion to renew it.
Second.
Motion and second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
I'll just get that from you, Cindy, after you sign
Okay,
it.
okay, so I can sign this form that you gave me? Okay, all right, I will. All right, item 10 is to consider and or approve participation in the endo and Teva opioid settlements. So y'all remember back a few months ago, we opted into the J&J opioid settlement. And this is just a couple more. They have said that if we've already sent in our Texas term sheet resolution, then that also applies to these opioid settlements. And Craig has reviewed all this information and will take the lead in submitting whatever information needs to be submitted along with the J&J stuff. So it's mainly just opting into that so we can get our portion of the settlement, which says that it may come out in March or April of this year, the settlements. So we'll see.
I'll make a motion that we participate in the endo and Teva opioid settlement.
Second.
Motion and second. Any further discussion? All in favor? Okay. All right, item 11 is to consider and or approve the Piper hangar lease with Apollo. Gary, you want to give some info on that?
Yeah, what the deal is, Apollo wants in that half of the hangar. The north half is already rented. It's rented for $770. Isn't that right, Dennis? They're offering $2,000 rent on the other half, which is a substantial, I think. That's the way they want to help us. They want in there. They know we're paying for new doors, which is quite a bit. You know about that. Dumas has got a hangar that's 10,000 square feet. It's 10 years old. It's got electric doors. They're getting $1,800 a month for that. So that just tells you, what kind of a deal this is. I think it's a good deal. And I'd just like to make a motion that we
So let me clarify this. So we had originally talked about a longer term contract, but it was the board's recommendation, correct me if I'm wrong, that we just continue because every other lease contract out there is a
That's
year-to-year basis, right?
All the leases out there are year to year, and I don't think we should make a special deal for them for 5 years, because after 5 years, they think, okay, we've done this, no more 2,000 a month, and they may continue.
Dennis, did you want to say something?
Well, prices just keep going up.
Oh, okay.
We've raised the hangar rent 10% the first year, and prices are going to continue to go up. So I think it would be a good idea to have a just yearly lease, because at the end of the year, we may have to raise everybody's rent again. We don't know.
I saw your mouth move, so I
Okay.
that's why I asked you if you wanted to say something.
Other questions? I want to make a motion to accept Apollo's 2,000 payment for the Piper hangar.
For the year.
As soon as the doors are repaired, and that's going to be what, April maybe? It's going to take a month to do the work.
Good, good.
They'll started today and they said about 3 weeks after completed.
Yeah, it depends on the parts coming in, right? Yeah. So,
Okay, so the motion is for the year-to-year lease.
yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Second.
a motion and second. Any further discussion? All in favor? Okay, thank you. Item 12 is to consider and or approve Hutchinson County Sheriff's Department yearly racial profiling report. I have a note here from the chief that the sheriff would be here and talk about this.
It's required by the state
Oops.
every year to have the report issued. Basically, we document all of our traffic stops, the race of people that we stopped and contacts that we make. So we're required by the state criminal and commissioners court every year. It's a yearly.
And I sent you all a copy of it, I don't believe.
Yeah.
All of you. Yeah, so it's just pretty much standard reporting.
Make a motion, we accept the racial profiling report.
I'll second it.
Motion and second. Any further discussion? All in favor? Okay. All right, item 13 is discussion and taking any necessary action related to COVID and the American Rescue Plan. About ready to take this off the agenda?
We're gonna have to get, yeah. We're gonna have to get like monitors.
Put that TV up, that wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I turned my camera on.
Currently, earn 5,306, probable 1,203. 73. Fatalities in the county, 133 is up hospital stabilized statistics, you see numbers are starting to reduce within the state. Day-to-day basis as far as inpatients or patients in hospitals. So last meeting 7615, and then today 3722. So I mean, it's good news. Numbers are coming down. This is a regional. So last meeting, you'll see COVID patients in general beds 80, ICU beds 60. On the general 50, 20, I'm sorry, and ICU is 31. So I said we're still seeing a reduction in numbers. This is DSA Northwest Texas. The ICU utilization, everything is still ticking downward as far as hospitalization rates and ICU utilization. So this is our hospital, our 25 county hospitalization rate. So 17.23 last meeting, and that's down to 7.07 today. Total plans currently one COVID patient being treated at the hospital and no employees out of COVID right now.
Great, thank you. The next item on the agenda is to consider and or approve any ARP grant projects. So we do have one request, and this was sent out to the committee for an email vote, and it is for a new lift. So y'all heard Ben say that the lift was not working on the south side of the south door here, and we need to replace the actual lift. We can't get parts for it, right?
No, it's a Liberty lift, and went out of production in the early 90s, and there's no parts. So we can't get anything for it.
So there are a couple of proposals from the same company. Is that correct? But
Yes.
two different models?
I contacted a couple or several other places.
Mhm.
The main reason we didn't get bids back on some of them is availability, because having trouble getting them. And actually the ones that we got bids on are at least 2 months out. So
So we have one for 29,650 and one for 28,545.
yes, and 28,545 actually matches the one we have at the north door, which is what was really wanting anyway. That was be my proposal to do the 28,545.
29.
Well, this description says,
Eddie said. One that matched, though.
No, it's not. It's it.
That's how I wrote it up to them.
yeah, because it says I'd like to make the recommendation to approve the lift quoted for 29,650.
The lift we wanted was Jaraventa, which is 28,545, but which is fine because we got to do electrical too and move the box down there where it sets.
Okay,
So it'll probably be, I don't know, $1,000, $1,500 to move the box, electrical box.
and so the 28,545 is the exact model that we have.
That's,
Maybe not exact, but same.
that's the one that matches the one on the north door, which is good service.
Okay, yeah, I've always heard it's the more reliable one.
Yeah.
But it doesn't get used as much either.
Make a motion, we approve the lifts, the same lift that we had with the installation fees as well, coming out of lost revenue. Any applicable fees.
I second it.
Okay, we have a motion and second. Any further discussion? All in favor? Okay. Thank you. All right, item 15, consider and or approve the burn ban or rescind the burn ban.
So currently, Hutchinson County is at a 563. Other counties that are in Burbank right now. So I recommend no action this time.
Thank you. Item 16, consider and or approve disposal of obsolete office equipment. I did not receive any requests. 17, accept certificates of completion from elected or appointed officials.
We did not receive any.
Okay. Item 18, consider and or approve requests for use of the club rooms at the Borger Library or Fritz.
I don't have any this time.
I have an engagement party. Oh, I didn't realize. March 5th. My wife will be upset about that. March 12th, a baby shower, and March 26th, a birthday party.
Okay, you are busy out there. Item 19, consider and or approve line item changes, transfers and or budget amendments.
I don't have any.
Good. Okay, thank you. Item 20, consider and or approve advertising, opening, accepting or awarding bids. We don't have anything for that. Okay. 21, consider and or approve donations to Hutchinson County. I got any money for us? No. 22, accept reports from elected or appointed officials.
Kathy Sargent, treasurer, submitted financial report for January of 2022. Hutchinson County Child Welfare Board submitted financial report for January of 2022. Dwayne Chisholm, road superintendent, submitted written reports for January 24th, 2022 through February 13th, 2022, as well as February 14th, 2022 through February 27th, 2022. The reports are made part of these minutes.
Okay, thank you. 23, discussion of county judges and commissioners precinct daily operations. Anybody got anything?
We've started a nuisance thing where we're working on properties, and Jerry spoke with Jeremy Bland, which we're going to, I guess, next week, go look at some and do some observation on what we can do. I visited with the city of Fritz when we have a septic issue, we have authority by TECQ to disconnect their water. We submit a request to the city of Fritz or whoever is their water provider, be it TCW or whoever the other, I don't know who the other person is, but we can ask them to suspend their water until they remedy their septic issues. And I believe just by calling Fritz, they'd already started that process. And one of the nuisance problems we had, their public works, I assume, went out and checked it, and they've already suspended their water. And so I think that's something that, as y'all know, we've been working on for a few months. And the other aspect of the nuisance thing, last week, I took and visited with a couple more companies that are interested in doing some cleanups for us. That might be a little saving for the county, as opposed to using our road and bridge crew. We can contract to do a couple properties out there. But those, of course, maybe they're not going to be extensive. Like, they won't be over 50,000 because we only have 15,000 in the budget. But just look at maybe cleaning up a couple properties. Two of them, Dell had started before I was appointed. And so I want to finish up what he had started before we implement the process that I'd like to implement. So that's kind of what we're looking at. And Jerry's helped me with that. He's kind of waiting on me, to be honest, on some of those things. And depending on how tomorrow goes, I'll be in Waco next week and learn about road and bridge. And so I'll be learning about base material and all of that. And I'll be doing that on my own dime, not on the county. Just
Who's
because
doing that conference?
it's the
TxDOT?
yes.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm going to go down there and just set through a week's training on base material. So I can hang with Ben when we talk about road and material. I can go, I know, Ben, I learned about that.
Okay.
So,
We'll see, Dwight.
yeah. Yeah. It'll just be book knowledge in my head. So
Oh, I just want to say there's a lot of things going on at the annex. A lot of it was loss control stuff, little things like exit signs and stuff like that we're getting taken care of. And the annex is kind of like the jail or something going on all the time. It's old. That's all I have to say.
Okay, thank you.
The library, they should be getting the remainder of the fixtures delivered at the end of last week. So this week, hopefully they're in there.
My insider information says they're a little frustrated with those things not coming in.
Right.
I guess they got them ordered and then they're still not in. So
I got a shipment this towards the end of last week. So I haven't heard if it's the remainder of them or just another portion of them. But
Yeah.
hopefully it's the remainder.
Hopefully,
We're about
yeah,
40% done. So they are.
good. Okay, anything else? Okay, item 24 is to consider and to approve the sale of struck off tax properties. We have a couple, I think. Dwight, you probably got these. Get them?
I just got one.
Oh, well, maybe one of them's not yours. Oh, no. Well, I think it is. All right, the first one is located at 201 2nd Street in Sanford. And an offer has been made of $800 has been made by Charlotte Lukingbill. Taxes have not been paid since 2004. It's 201 2nd Street in Sanford. The property was struck off to the entities November 12th of 15. Appraisal district appraised the property at $1,200 for the land and $20 for the mobile home.
So that one would have been mine, but I didn't get that one.
Oh, okay.
So let's look at it. Hello, sir. I'm just acting like that.
Do what? 201 2nd Street. Ooh. That little aerial view of Sanford is very green.
Where that is.
I don't know where Second Street.
May not be.
Have we even found Second
Falls.
Street yet? Is there a second?
Second Street's out. It's north of the lake. Yeah,
Oh, well, it says Sanford.
I mean, that's all it put up when I.
Oh,
201.
Bugby Heights.
looks to be the.
Is there a picture on your? So yours has a trailer in it.
Yeah, well, yeah, $20 for the mobile home.
Does have a trailer.
Yeah, it says $1,200 for the property or the land and $20 for the mobile home. Yep. That looks like it. Okay. Let's vote. And it looks like that. So the offer was $800.
I moved to accept the offer for $800.
Second.
Okay, motion and second. Any further discussion? All in favor? Okay. And the second property is 0 Camino Real,
Yes. no,
0 Lago Vista. I think that's in Retreat Del Plano, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
it is,
And I did go
which is
look at,
Bugby.
I did look at these. These I did receive via email and they're just vacant. There's nothing on them.
Yeah. So the offer was $250 per lot for a total of $750 has been made by Lorna and Leslie Lincoln. Taxes haven't been paid since 87 to 92, and it was struck off in 2000 to 2008 and appraised ranging from 380 to 630.
I moved to accept the bids.
Second.
Motion and second. Yeah, it just looks like an empty lot. Any further discussion? All in favor? Anybody have anything else?
Thanks for the tables, Judge.
Yeah,
Yeah, these are nice.
I know. I'm excited.
I love
about
it. Not having my
When you
back
get our-
to you guys.
Our camera up here working, then everyone will be facing the camera.
It's not hooked up yet?
Well, we're waiting on a cable.
Oh,
They had to back order it or something.
oh.
So,
I like it.
Yeah, it's
I like
nice.
this lot.
Yeah.
Wasn't it in the meeting?
Yeah.
so thank
When y'all
you,
have.
everyone that helped
Oh,
put them
sorry.
together.
I don't know if I can ask these questions.
What,
When y'all have court, do you have everybody seated in all those chairs? For
like
Terry's
for
at?
docket? No, usually a couple of our bondsmen will sit up there, maybe probation, or
So could we put that TV on that column right there?
could we move it?
Yeah, mount that TV on that wall.
Then we gotta look behind this.
No,
No,
this
we'll leave this one and then we'll have,
I have two of them.
We could probably just turn it, so y'all,
Okay.
yeah, because it's on a rolling base. We can probably do that so you can see it.
reflection.
that's what I was using my camera on my laptop to see what was behind me.
Hey, anybody got
I wanted
anything
to-
else? Meeting adjourned. Oh, well, can I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Okay,
Second.
motion and second.